Hello, everybody, and hello, Sparks fans. Welcome back to Sparkstember with episode number 26, the last album in their discography, which is The Girl Is Crying in Her Latte. And I'm excited to get into it. I have a few things to say about this album, but I do have a little bit of news, all to do with Sparkstember, that this weekend, well, I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to review and give you the grade on this album in particular. But when it comes to the overall ranking, okay, which I still only have the first 20 done here, and then I'll add the next. I'll add the six that I've just done into those. But I will do the bigger presentation tomorrow because I have a lot more to say about it. I might do it in two parts. I might do one. Yeah, I might do one. Yeah, half hour each because I got a lot to say. I'm going to be doing a big presentation. I got other stuff to prepare. But I am good for today, and I'll give you an estimation of, and I'll show you where it lands. But like I say, tomorrow will be because I got a long weekend this weekend. I have 3 days off in a row, so I'm not working on Sunday. And I just because I'm done the album, I'm going to be doing my bonus for the Kimono My House, the 50 years later that I have. I will be doing a ranking of that. It does not count in this because I will be doing just the 26. That is what we're really, you know, the Kimono My House 50 years later. That's basically just for fun, a bonus. All right, and was there something else I want to talk about? Yes. Yeah, another thing about this weekend on Sunday, yeah, Sunday, maybe around 2 p.m. My time, Atlantic Daylight Time, ADT. You can use Google to convert it to your time so you can be there. But I want to do a live stream. I'll fix the latency and everything so that it will be a lot better for everybody. I'll hope not to be as latent as I was last time, and it'll only be talking about Sparks. No other topic is allowed. I don't want to talk about anything but Sparks. And I will ask anybody who wants to join me on that day. To excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, if anybody who wants to join me on that day, I will greatly appreciate it, and we'll try to get people on the chat. I yeah, I think it'll be fun because, and then you guys can ask me questions, I can ask you guys questions, and we can talk about my rankings. We can talk about the covers and all that good stuff. We can talk about how much you like or may not like Franz Ferdinand, and whatnot. So yeah, that's something I plan on doing this weekend. It's not 100% yet, but I will let you know tomorrow because it will be. I want to set it for Sunday, the 29th, coming up this weekend. All right, now let's start talking about the girl who's crying in her latte. I have the booklet out already. The CD is still in my player because I was fresh. Now I have been thinking about. Okay. First of all, the cover I rate it a 9.5 out of 10. I mean, I really am a big fan of covers like Propaganda, Angst in My Pants, and yeah, and Hippopotamus. I do love. And Womp That Sucker. There's some really, Kimono My House has a superb. You know, I I will do a ranking of course, the covers. A proper ranking, and grade them all, and yeah, we'll see where everything lands. And yeah, so it has been suggested by Monty Mullen and others, okay, that these dots up here, they create a code somehow, okay? There is a pattern. But as you can see, right, there is a repeating pattern. It's not just the same it's not just it's the same. It's basically the same dots over and over and over again. You can see for like from these two dots up on the top here together, how they connect with those dots. And there's not much, and there really isn't much variations between the dots. So, so wherever the code is, it has to be hidden between those dots. Okay, because it is just it's just it's not it's there's no randomness. It's just the same repeating dots over and over and over and over again. It's the same on the back, okay, although it is slightly different. They do a little slightly different elevation on it. They're adding two more layers on the top, but it is the same pattern over and over again as it is on that one. you know it's just, yeah, it's just that there's two extra layers. And the only place where you see that the pattern kind of breaks up is at the end here. That's the only place where you see the pattern break up. And it's the same pattern that's on this one here too. So I'm not sure if it's a code because, like I say, the pattern just repeats and there's no difference. Like if you use the stereo opticon technique and try to make a 3D picture by converging your eyes on the two matching rows, to see if anything kind of pops out different, it kind of doesn't. There again, if you look, there are slight variations at the ends, but more towards the middle. Those variations, like especially like from here to here, it doesn't. There's no variations. It's just from here and like at the ends that has a bit of variation. Y- You know, just saying. I'm not 100% sure that there is a yeah. So here was the inside cover of that. Very, very nice. Very nice. I don't mind I don't mind the packaging so much. I like that they actually included a spine, unlike they did for Exotic Creatures of the Night. So that's actually pretty decent. It really saves on plastics and is much more eco-friendly. Oh, I should show you in that. So that's the cover. There's a good insert, pretty much all just lyrics, nothing more. And then there's the back cover of and and then again there's those dots. And again, I think they're just random dots. I don't think there is any pattern to them. I don't believe that it is a code. Just saying, okay? Because I examined it to high and low, and that's my conclusions. All right. And so let's get into what everybody is probably waiting for is the grading. And like I say, I'm just going to be grading this album for now. I'll show you kind of where it lands on what I have so far. But tomorrow I will be doing a grand episode where I'm going to be talking the whole overview, and we'll give a proper ranking of where I am going to put everything, because I'm going to be interjecting my personal feelings into the ultimate ranking at the end. Like I said before, these numbers are just basically a guide to like the and because I was curious to see how accurate these numbers would get for me, you know, given my honest opinion. And I'm going to keep these. I'm going to document this. And next year, I want to come around and read and do this again for next Sparkstember next year and compare my notes. I don't want to even look at my notes. I will be much, much more prepared for Sparkstember next year. guaranteed. I just kind of jumped in this and developed it as I go along. I didn't even do the ranking of the four first albums until after I was done, Indiscreet, and others first. Okay, I know I've been dragging this out a little bit. I just had to get all that out first. Okay, now the numbers. The Girl is Crying in Her Latte. The title track gets a solid 10 out of 10. Right off the bat, I loved it. I love the video. I mean, Kate Blanchett is so charming and in her yellow suit and everything. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Veronica Lake might have gotten a lower score at the beginning, but this time around, listening to it, like okay, it's so quirky in its own way. And again, it's this album here. Some of the musical arrangement has again certain uniqueness that you don't hear that nobody has ever done. I mean, one something about music, okay, that I'm trying to develop now when I'm playing my music is that it's fine to be able to pay homage and to copy a style and to do a genre, okay? But when you can take a genre and you can make it yours. You can have it your personality, your flavor, your sound, you know, and make it unique. Okay. There's I can't name any off the offhand, but there's so many bands that have like what I call sound alike. They sound like other bands of this type, you know. So you get like when Pearl Jam first came out, and then not long after Pearl Jam, I had never heard anybody sound like Pearl Jam, okay, before Pearl Jam. Then as soon as I heard the album 10, when I heard Pearl Jam and it became big, okay, it did get big. That's when I heard so many other bands automatically started sound like too many bands starting sounding like Pearl Jam or trying to copy Pearl Jam and not giving much of their unique sound. And sorry, at first Creed was that kind of band that sounded like a mockery of Pearl Jam. So yeah, so that's just again all to say, all to say that this album has such a uniqueness, and not just this album, all their albums, to be honest, completely honest. And I mean, there are some albums that the lower ones that do sound a little bit too standard. There are other ones like Little Beethoven that do stand out as unique, as you like really super unique. Okay, but yeah, okay. Let's get into the my favorite song number three. Nothing is as good as they say it is. That gets a solid 10, of course. Again, you get a 10 right off the bat because of the subject matter too of written from a 22-hour old baby. It's such an interesting perspective for a song. It gives it that bizarreness that but it's such a catchy song and so rocking. Yeah, it gets Escalator that gets a 9.5. Oh, so far it's a really strong side one, eh? We're getting tens, two tens, and two 9.5s. The Mona Lisa's packing. I have to admit, I really do love that too. So it's a solid 10. Another solid 10. You Were Meant for Me is my second favorite song. I love the instrumentation. I like the way he sings it. There's some cool, unique, again, some unique parts, some unique sounds in there. So that gets a 10. Not that well defined. It's the first lower score of a 9. Yeah, it's a 9. Then We Go Dancing. It's an 8. That's the lowest score you're going to get is an 8. It doesn't do it for me. I'm not crazy for it. It's just a little. It sounds just a slight smidge too silly for me. Take too, you know. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do with it, and if that is the starting song of side two, so if you had it on LP and you played the first seven songs, and that's what I'm assuming that because there's 14 tracks, you not you get so you just end up playing not that well defined. Turn it over, and then we start with "We Go Dancing, Dancing." I don't know. It just it doesn't do it for me. When You Leave, okay, that gets a higher score. That gets a 9. You know, should I have this up? so, so let me recap. 10, 9.5, 10, 9.5, 10, 10, then a 9. Then We Go Dancing at 8. Now we go another 9 when you leave. And then we're Take Me for a Ride gets a 9. Yeah, because I do, I think it's very good. It's Sunny Today. It's good. It's good. So it gets an 8.5. A love story. A love story actually kind of you know, for the title. You hear a title like a love story and you think it's going to be actually like the next song is, right? So a love story, I give that a 9.5. I think it's great because it has again that instrumentation that makes it special, for such a silly title, a love story, probably the worst title on it gives you that false like sense of but that's what it yeah, that's why I like it because it's a good song for such a silly title. I don't know, because then it goes, it doesn't have to be that way, which is the more instrumentation that you expect to have for a love story, and then you think a, the instrumentation for a love story would be the way that it doesn't have to be that way, but no. But yeah, it gets a 9 though. It doesn't have to be that way. It's a solid 9. G, that was fun. I give that an 8.5. It's still really good. So where does that give the scoring all in all? It is a 9.250, which also matches a score to something else, which we'll get to. But this one has four. It has four. Where is that? It has four. Yeah, four 10 out of tens. So right there. Okay. So here we go. We got that last one in there. Then we're gonna do Kimono My House 50 years later next time. So you see, it's at 9.250, which is the same as Hello Young Lovers. So everything between 21 and 26 is what I'm going to be adding into this tomorrow, and I'm going to be doing a much more grander overview. So as you see, because it has one extra 10 out of 10 than Hello Young Lovers, it does put it above Hello Young Lovers. But under Kimono My House, it'd be under the Franz Ferdinand. It would be under, it'd be under Hippopotamus. Yeah, under Hippopotamus, under A Steady Drip Drip Drip, you know. Yeah. So that's where they land. And so yeah, again, tomorrow I will be doing my ultimate 26 scoring. I'll be updating this and interjecting some personal feelings into where everything is placed. Like just because the Franz Ferdinand, okay, got a 9.6, 25, the highest score with 5, and not to mention 5 10 out of 10s, okay? I am still going to be putting a few of those like propaganda, angst in my pants, number one in heaven, kimono in my house would probably be still ranked higher than Franz Ferdinand because because I'm focusing all on the Sparks contribution part, you know. Okay, so that's that. So I'm just hoping everybody will join me this weekend but yeah, as I'm going to continue keeping this bullet train rolling. You see the reference there? Yep. So we're going to keep going, but I'm going to let you go for now, of course. And now I tried to allude to this the last time that I did a video about and I think you have to say because I noticed that it lights up for some things and it doesn't light up for other things. But just watch down below of what's going to light up and what's not going to light up if I say it right. So please hit the like button and please subscribe if you can. I will greatly, I will greatly appreciate it and love you guys forever. You know, and also remember before I let you go, one last thing. When I hit 300, remember that when I hit 300 subscribers, I will be giving away. I will be doing another contest. I will be giving away $100 gift card to Amazon. Okay, and I will be using my same method. I ended up putting my homemade Green Lantern mask on Deadpool here, you know, because last time I did my contest, okay, I only had 12 entries, and so I had made these little. Did I drop one? They're so light. I didn't hear it. I think I might have dropped one. I'll have to go look for it. But I made these little balls with the numbers on it, and Larry Graves ended up being the winner. You know, which is okay. It's fine. I'll look for that after. But I still have some more balls. I can go and get more. I do want to get a whole bunch more contenders, of course, to see, but it's going to be about the same thing. I'm going to ask a question and get you to I want to move that back. Yeah, I want to ask a question, and and all you gotta do is give me the answer to the question in the comments below, and everybody who leaves me and of course you put entry, and then you leave your answer. But yeah, so it's gonna be pretty much the same. I want to keep it where any one of my subscribers, and that's also part of the rules, that you have to be subscribed to my channel in order to, and I have to know that you're subscribed to my channel to win. Okay, so if you leave a comment, you're subscribed to my channel, and all that. Yeah. So at I'm 10 away. I'm 10 away. I was 9, but now I'm 10 away. But it's all good. You know, I am not deterred whatsoever, and I'm happy. I'm happy that I did this, and I liked where the girl is crying in her latte rank. I was hoping it was going to go a little higher, but the numbers really don't lie. But it's still in the top 10. It's still in the top 10. It might go. I still might put it in the top 5, if not the top 7, for sure. But there's some other albums. Yeah, I have to put a couple of albums a little bit ahead of it because for me they are just a little bit better. But again, not ever to diminish that. It's still, in the nines. It's anything that's in the nines, okay? Nine, like, especially from gratuitous sax on up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those get, that means they're all special in a way. That, of course, and that includes the Franz Ferdinand, Hippopotamus, a steady drip, 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 and the girl is crying in her latte. That includes the last 4, guaranteed. All right, I am done with all this. Now I'm going to let you go for reels. I love you all. You are all excellent out there. And as always, please be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, have a great day, evening, morning, night, afternoon, wherever you may be. Peace, everybody.